I think I'm too excited. Oh my God, how are you guys? It's nice to be with you today. We're excited. This is the final episode of Talk with the Missus for 2022. Amazing. I mean, the year is gone. Literally gone. But we are happy. We're excited. We're with you. And we are going to have a fantastic time of conversation today. I'm sure that you're all excited to be with us. We are all going to get in our own responsibility of sharing. Share is the name of the game right now. So everybody, let's try and get our devices, and we're going to share. Today's topic is an interesting one, and I think it's one that you want to be part of. You want to be able to, just feel part of it and enjoy it. He said, don't try to make somebody love you. That's a big one.
It's very big.
That's a big one, because maybe, we've thought you should always try to make people love you, but what's this one that Pastor and Mrs. have come up with today? It's going to be an interesting conversation. So we just want to wait to get a few more people in the conversation room, and then we are going to begin to have the conversation. Whilst we're doing that, can you just use the opportunity to do exactly what we are doing ourselves and just share to as many people as possible? I'm in the business of sharing.
Yep, I'm also in the business of sharing. But let us also welcome you. Thank you for tuning in this wonderful, nearly Christmas season and Christmas day. What have you guys been up to? I'm sure it's very, very busy. So much to think of, so much to do, so much preparations. How are your plans getting on? What are your plans for Christmas? Are you with family? Are you with friends? Are you traveling?
Yeah, some people have traveled.
Yeah.
I think it's good when people travel for Christmas, though.
Yeah. We've done it once. It was really nice.
Yeah, really, it's really nice. It's nice. And we know family that have traveled also this season, this period, and we think it's a good thing. I mean, if you have to, then, you could do that. But
especially if you're traveling to change the weather, that's nice. That's really nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, not just for that, but that's a bonus.
Yeah, it's a big bonus. It is. It's a big bonus. I remember, I think it was when we had our honeymoon. It was really like winter season.
Yeah, because we got married in January.
UK, and we went away.
We went away in
it was one of those really tough winters. I think while we were away, we were watching the news.
Yeah, blizzards of snow and things like that. So let us know. Do let us know. Do talk to us. So I've got Ami Kanu who says, Merry Christmas to all from Newcastle upon Tyne.
Lovely.
Merry Christmas to
Merry
you
Christmas.
too.
God bless you. She's been with us all year. I mean, some of you have been with us not just all year, but I mean, for as long as we have been streaming.
Yes.
And we are so grateful. Thank you for
appreciate you.
Being part of what we do. We really don't take it for granted. We're glad that you join us. And of course, we hope that you get blessed by joining us. So it's not just that, okay, I joined in.
Exactly. Okay, then we've got Constance Owusu. She says, good evening, Pastor Moses, and Merry Christmas, woman of God. Merry Christmas
to you too.
Oh, beautiful.
God bless you.
Amen.
And she had a testimony recently. I stumbled on it.
Wow.
We are yet to share it on the AZPPP platform.
Wow.
But just an amazing testimony of a prayer point we prayed for her, and God did. I hope I'm right. If I am, please indicate. I think I am. That testimony came from her, I believe, of God's miraculous visitation.
Amen.
All right, so my sharing duties is almost done.
Okay. That's great.
Great. So I'd like to welcome all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Talk with the Missus is, just a platform that has been really helpful to so many homes, so many families, so many marriages. And, we have much more people that are watching than we know.
Yeah.
And how do we know that? When we stumble on people.
Yeah. When we talk to them. Yeah.
Yeah, when we talk to them. Or we watch your program. Yeah. We have pastors.
Yeah.
When pastors watch programs, many times they won't comment.
Yeah. Which is good.
Yeah, which is good. So it allows for other people too.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of pastors and, just people in high places that. Yeah. And we think to ourselves, oh, this one's watching too, and this one's watching too. So
I'll be like, oh my God, I hope I said something correct.
Great. So today,
yeah,
we are saying, don't try to make somebody love you.
Ooh.
That is a big statement.
Yeah.
But also a very important statement. Mm-hmm. And I want us to, just be frank and honest and discuss about it. The first question that I would want to ask really is, can you make somebody love you?
Can you what? Make somebody love you?
Yes. Can you make somebody love you?
I don't think so. I think it's hard to make anybody do anything. It's not you can't make somebody do anything. Then when you're now talking of loving you, that is a very, very high demand and a very high question, because love in itself is sacrificial.
Yeah.
How can you make somebody live a life of sacrificial giving towards you? Whether they feel like it or they don't feel like it, they're going to do you good. That's love. So I don't think you can make somebody do that. It has to be a choice, a decision that person has made, that irrespective of whatever the circumstance is, negative or positive, that they are going to do you good. So to now have an instance where you're forcing somebody to do that for you, it's not going to it's not going to work.
Yeah, because I think I'll agree with you. It's when you say I wouldn't buy the word force. Okay. It's not like you're forcing them. That's my own opinion.
Yeah.
But making them love you, if they don't love you, I think it's an uphill task. It's almost an impossible task, to try and make somebody love you. And, I asked the question, and whilst you're speaking, I couldn't help but think about the fact that you have these scenarios where you have somebody, let's say, okay, let's use a lady, for example.
Yeah.
You have the guys that are interested in her.
Yeah.
She's not interested in them.
Okay.
And then the guys that she is interested in are not interested in her.
Right.
So she's then maybe in a position where she's trying to get those guys that she's interested in to like her. Yeah. And then there are others who just like her and actually they're chasing after her. It's like, yes, they're pursuing her, but she's pursuing some other guys. Yeah. So, how will that work? Because isn't she putting herself in a place where she's trying to make people love her or that do not naturally feel drawn to her?
Yeah, but then in the same sense, those other people that are chasing her, are we now saying that she should now give them ear and now force herself, if you like, to now like them
because she doesn't like them?
I think attraction. Yeah. That there is things called like instant attraction. I'm just attracted to the person. Yeah. I understand that. I agree. It definitely happens.
Yeah.
But I also think there's progressive attraction.
Okay. Yeah.
Where the person initially you were not attracted physically or whatever, attracted to them.
Yeah.
But then somehow in the midst of getting to know them, you now started to liking what they're all about.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes the problem is some people cut other people off too early.
Okay.
They just stick on the physical instant attraction criteria.
Yeah.
And if that's not met, then they move on, not realizing that it's not always like that. You can actually progressively like someone if you get to know them.
Okay.
So a lot of people are missing great opportunities to be in a fantastic relationship that would actually, you know, meet every one of their emotional, physical, spiritual needs. They miss that because they are hinging it squarely on, am I attracted to him or her at the initial stage?
Yeah.
So I think when we say, can you force someone to love you? Obviously, when you get to know somebody, that's how feelings and emotions now emerge. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you now start liking the person, and then that like somehow turns to, I can't do without this person. And then that I can't do without this person turns into, I love this person. You know, that I'm thinking about them morning, noon, and night. But it is not always immediate. So to now think that it's an immediate thing, you'll be wrong.
Okay.
And you'll be missing a lot.
Yeah, let me just ask this. It may sound like a funny question, but I'm just trying to get this. When it comes to love from a woman's perspective.
Okay.
Yeah, when it comes to love from a woman's perspective, what does a woman, I don't know if that's right. What does a woman love, or what stirs love for a woman?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the look that she sees in a man?
What's a question?
Or is it the character? That's why I say the question. What stirs love for a woman? Is it the look, or is it let's say character, or you know, what is it that actually stirs love for a woman?
Well, firstly, I think it's a very deep and complex question, and
it
has
is
a very deep and complex answer. You know, but if we try to break it down in I don't know, we just break it down
into bits,
a lot of bits. But firstly, people receive love differently.
Okay.
There's something called love languages. So people receive love differently.
Yeah.
What I perceive as love is different from what somebody else perceives as love.
Yeah.
So it has to obviously be what the person perceives as love is what they see and what they take and what they believe love is for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I'm forgetting the majority of your question. Your question was complex.
Okay, no, let's read.
Question is this?
Well, it's not a hard question. It's
what does a woman see as love? Okay.
No, what does a woman see that triggers that
emotional?
Yeah, what does she love? Is it what she's seeing in terms of the physical thing of look of the man, or is it? I mean, we've got some people have given some responses.
It really just Fide says everyone is different. Yeah. And I agree 100% with that.
Okay, so it says everyone is different. We've got Pastor Manuela.
Shout out to Pastor Manuela. She was with us on the last edition.
You have to get her back. Yes. I think you guys said you're going to do part 2.
Yes. So all that glitters is not.
You have to make that happen. She said, greetings, anointed Mr. and Mrs. And she said it differs per woman and per man too.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, I think we have to agree. Yeah. I think I agree to that it differs. Let's read a few more.
I'm just laughing at what Constance says. Well, you get
Okay, she said, not the look, the character, daddy.
Yeah.
She said the treatment,
Yes.
Okay.
How somebody treats you makes you want to know whether you want to stay or not.
Yeah.
The person is bullying you or just shouting at you or talking to you anyhow. Whether I was attracted to them or loved them, I can't stay.
No, because it's a thing where obviously we're trying to look at, the bottom line is there are people who ended up in marriages with somebody who didn't really love them.
Yes.
Do you understand? And maybe they thought I can make them, or I will make them love me. I will make him love me over time, or I will make her love me over time.
Yeah.
And as a pastor, I have sat even in counseling where I've heard people say to me, you know what, Pastor, to be honest with you, I didn't really love him before I married him.
Yeah.
I married him because my family pushed me to marry him.
That's another thing.
I married him because, I was living in this country and he was living in a better country. And I saw it as a ticket to get to that country. Do you understand? It happens.
Yeah.
And here's this person who kind of think, okay, she's not really into me. Yeah, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then it never happens, and it becomes like a nightmare situation. And some would probably not just settle for the fact that they don't love the person. They actually then become a torment to the person's life. So it's the reason why I'm looking at the picture of, can you really make somebody love you? For me, I'd say no, you can't. But then I agree also with what you said, because somebody could then take that, and any guy that comes to speak to them, because there's not that instant attraction. So, no, I don't know, and I'm not going to try to make myself love him.
Yeah.
And then just shut down so many doors.
Yeah.
Or you could have a guy who is chasing a lady, because again, we hear, ladies like to be chased. So how does at what point does the guy know that this is not just a lady who wants to be chased?
It's true.
Yeah.
This is beyond chasing. I'm no longer a hunter. I'm now a pest.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is not a lady who wants to be chased.
Yeah.
This is a lady who simply does not love me.
Yeah.
And if I keep going after her, I'm going to get burnt.
Yeah.
Even if she succumbs to my. So how does he work that out? Maybe the ladies can help with that. No, because you hear that, is it because you spoke to her and she said no, and then you just back off? No, don't you know, ladies, they like to be chased.
Yeah, women do like to be chased.
Yeah.
Women do like to be chased. They want to feel as though they're a prize.
Yeah.
And you are,
although the prize is changing now, because no, it's true.
Let's hear.
No, it's true. The prize. I know that women do want to feel like they're the prize.
Yeah.
But if we are being honest with ourselves, the price is changing now, and a lot of single men are beginning to see themselves as the prize, because there's a lot of ladies out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's more.
I don't know if
there is women needing the man.
Yes.
Needing the one man.
Exactly. There's more women needing the one man.
Yeah.
Than there are men needing. And it may not be that there are more women than men. It may just be that there are not a lot of responsible men.
Exactly.
So because of that, there's more women needing the few responsible men that are out there. So the men are kind of now becoming the prize, that there's the competition among the ladies to get the man.
What's making the men irresponsible? I know this is like trailing off.
Yeah, we will get there. But let's come back to this thing of, so the woman who wants to be chased, who feels like they are the prize, or they used to be the prize, or maybe they are still the prize, whichever category. at what?
A good woman is a prize.
Okay, she's a prize.
Yes.
But at what point should the man know that this is not...
She's not interested.
Yes, this is not chasing. This is not just somebody who wants me to chase. This is somebody who doesn't love me. And if I force this thing to make it happen, like, what do you call it now? The prophet that went to God, the Balaam. Yeah?
Okay.
And then there's a permissive thing. She's okay, let me just give it a try and all of that. It's not really that I'm into him. And then something happens that things could turn up. At what point? So that a man does not end up with a woman that does not really love him. I think
it's very important what you're saying now. And it even works both ways.
Both ways, yeah.
Yeah, it even works both ways. Because at the end of it all, nobody wants to realize 10 years, 15 years, even 5 years, even 1 year down the line that you've wasted your time with somebody that does not even want you, somebody that does not love you, and somebody, you know, that is just they were just there to fill you were just there even to fill a gap until the real person came in.
Yeah.
I think that is a real problem, because there's a lot of women and men that have been burnt by such a behavior.
Yeah.
I think if a person knows that whoever is approaching them is not the one for them, they should make it very, very clear in their responses, in their communications, because there's a way that you will encourage somebody to keep on phoning you, to keep on meeting up, to keep on. And then there's a way that you also discourage somebody from, you know, not from doing that, so that they'll just start backing off, and naturally the relationship will just end, because you've found a way to communicate that to them.
Yeah.
I think that responsibility really should be on the person that knows that this person is not for me, because it's wrong to keep somebody's life on the line or ticking along for a journey that you know you don't want to make with them.
Yeah.
You know you don't want to make this journey with them. This is a lifetime, or, you know, whatever kind of commitment. You don't want to make this journey with them. And you're as you're hugging them, you're looking elsewhere. And as soon as you now saw the person that you wanted, you now move and you go. Meanwhile, that person will now be very, you know, distraught, hurt. They feel cheated on. They feel, you know, like I was a fraud. Like you were a fake person. You just used me. So I think it's a very intricate or delicate situation, but people need to be honest with themselves. You know, as a person, you wouldn't want that to happen to you. So why are you now doing it to another person? I know not everybody is genuine, you know,
yeah, because there are some people that use us. Some people are users. You know, they come into someone's life, and, you know, I mean, we've heard stories, and we've seen also.
I know people,
not just in this country, but in a number of Western countries, of, you know, you see a young man who is doing so well, and he decides, okay, he wants to get married. He goes to his home country.
Exactly.
And, you know, finds a lady there, marries her, brings her over. I use the UK, for example, brings her over to the UK, and she's here. He supports her, you know, to get her papers settled, sometimes even go to school and everything. And it's like she's found her feet some way.
Yeah.
And then the next thing is that, you know, she starts thinking of her to undo him. She starts thinking of her to undo him. And then, you know, you have situations where she's faking things. Yeah. She's faking things. And when I say faking things now, for example, slam her face with her fridge door and call police that has been beaten by the man.
Listen, some people are straight crazy. I know of a man, yeah? He has two children with this lady, and he's went to sleep, in their family home. Then whilst he's sleeping, she now starts destroying the whole house. Doing whatever she did to her face. I don't even know what she done. Then she now phones police. Police now come to the house. He's now waking up by the police presence. And she's crying. He done this to me. Look what he's done. And he's confused. He's literally waking up to
he's waking up to see police and all of that.
She's now made all kind of stories, all kind of allegations. He did this, abused that, blah, 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 blah. Look at what he's done to the whole house, blah, blah. He's like, so you're framing me, yeah? You're doing this to me. They split up because her plan was she's had 2 children for him. I don't even understand this. She had 2 children for him, but yet her plan is to leave him. And if you want to leave somebody, can you not just say, look, I don't want again. Let me go. Let's separate. Let's find a way. Can you not be amicable? Why must you leave and just burn everything behind you as you're leaving? It just don't make sense.
But some
people
happens.
Are just wicked.
This thing,
bad heart.
The question then you then ask yourself is that is this somebody that truly that
was there from the beginning?
Did they love this person? From the beginning. Or was that person just a means to an end?
Exactly.
Were they just a means to an end? And how do you then, identify to know that, okay, look, this person truly loves me? I think, and this may be an extreme statement, but I think that when you want to marry, it is better to marry somebody that loves you. Than quote unquote, and please don't get this wrong, I will explain this statement. It's better to marry somebody that loves you than to marry somebody that you love.
Wow.
I will explain what I mean. I'm not saying marry somebody that you don't love, but I am saying instead that you should ensure that this person is into you.
Exactly.
This person that you want to be with. It's not just that I am into them. The way I feel about them, the way this, are they into me? I think it's a better question to ask yourself than the question of am I into them? Because many a time people end up marrying people that they are into. I'm into them all the way I feel about them. I can't help it but just think about them. I'm just, it's just, but you are not asking yourself, are they into me as I am into them? Even God that we serve he said, they that draw near to me, I will draw near to them. So God is looking at, okay, your action is what will determine my reaction. So I think when it comes to, settling with somebody, let it not be that you are so into them, but you're not sure whether they are into you as you are into them. Because I think that there'll be a problem. Because if you are safer when you are with somebody who is so into you as well. Because then that gives you the security that you need. Because we've had people who have lost everything, end up being thrown out on the street because of somebody they get married to. Then some do disappearing out, and the things sound strange, but you're thinking, how do you reconcile what is going on? So I think that we have to begin to ask ourselves the question, does he love me? I know that I love him, but does he love me? Does she really love me? Do you understand? How did we get to this point? Okay, if she's acting so nice to me now, how did we get to that point? Is there something that maybe I presented that looked like it was not the thing? Because at the end of the day, I want to know that this person loves me. For me.
And not the things that I have.
And not the things I have. Because if those things are stripped off, then what happens? Or if she then, in the course of our relationship, she then stumbles into somebody that has those things, somebody who has those things and have the look that she wants, which maybe I don't have, what happens?
It's a big problem.
Yeah. So I think it's those kind of questions that people have to ask themselves and just be practical about it. I think it just being practical about it is very important.
And they say like love is blind. Yeah. So sometimes when we're in the practicality of things, be practical to this point that I can't even make this kind of judgment. I'm too like head over heels for this person. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Sometimes you can be reckless in love. Yeah. So love is blind, but the neighbors, those that are around you are not. They're not blind. Yeah. They can see, this person is genuine, or this person looks like he has an agenda. Yeah. So the trusted voices that you listen to, ask them. Just ask them, even if it's not like blunt questions. Just ask them, just come around us, observe and all this kind of stuff. They can pick up on one or two statements that the person is saying
that you may not be able to pick up on.
They can pick up on even like body language, eyes, all those. They can pick up on all kinds of stuff. That it's not like you're now doing this interrogation, investigation, CID.
No, but when you hang around people, you get to know them, and then you are able to determine, if this person is right for me or not, or people around you who have always known you and love you and care about you can tell you, this person is good for you. I'm concerned about this area, and I'm concerned about that area.
Yeah. This person's too much into the look. Because what if, like you said, one day the thing that they were attracted to you for, you no longer have it. Yeah. Or like I see sometimes all these like ladies with like face transformation makeup. That when they wake up on a normal day, and then by the time an hour or so later when they put on makeup, you're like, is this the same person? That kind of person that was so attracted to you for your looks, for your beauty, for your this, for your that, would they really be interested in you when the makeup is gone? Behind the makeup, would they want to be there? Yeah. So it's important to be sure of the person's genuinity, or if that's a word,
genuinity
for you,
genuineness.
Genuineness for you. It's very, very important.
And also to know, what do they love? What is I love you, but what do you love about me?
But that's a hard question. If I
say, it's a hard question.
I love you.
No, I'm not saying you should ask them. I'm not saying you should ask them. It's something that you need to process in you. Okay. Yeah, it's not necessary. If you ask them, they would always have things to tell you. The way you smile, the way you talk, the way you. But you should check within yourself. What does this? This person loves me. Do they love me for me, or do they love me for things, or do they? It's those kind of questions you need to ask yourself. Exactly. And you could pick it from the relationship that you have with them. So in essence, really, you shouldn't be trying to force anybody to love you. No. But also saying that some people can take that as an excuse to continue in their bad character. Okay. Yeah, no, it's true, because there are some ladies and some guys that have bad character, that their character is not marriageable.
It's true.
It's true.
There are many people out there. Yeah. It's true.
They don't have character that is marriageable. It's true. By the time you are saying, okay, don't try to make anybody love you. This is just me. It will just accept me the way I am. This is that. Yeah. Maybe you have too much hot temper. Attitude. You have attitude, anger, deeply rooted in you.
Bad, you speak terribly.
When somebody say hello, for you to just turn and answer hello back,
It's true.
it's a problem.
It's true. You'll be looking at them up and
You're
down.
looking at them up and down, and all of that.
Is it me you're talking to?
Exactly.
Ordinary hello, you know.
Yeah. So by the time you are so some people too, you have to check yourself, your character.
Yeah.
And I don't think that, I don't think you should wait for a relationship of love before you change your character.
It's true.
Don't wait for a relationship of love before you change your character. There are people, all of us grew up in an environment with people.
Yes.
And one way or the other, somebody, whether directly or indirectly, would have pointed out to you certain characters in you that are not right.
Exactly.
If nobody pointed them out to you directly,
sometimes your conscience will even be telling you.
Yeah, some people's conscience is dead.
Okay.
So let's say if your conscience is dead, you would have heard it in a message preached in church, a teaching, a conversation. You should be able to use it to examine yourself, to make adjustment.
But some people
you are not
answer autocall for other people.
Yeah. You are not doing it for love. You are doing it to be a better version of you.
Exactly.
So that when somebody meets you, they are meeting a good version. So it's not that, okay, I have to change this so that he will love me. I have to change that. No. You should just be the good person. You should change anyway.
Exactly.
You're not doing it to get the love of A or to get the love of B. You are doing it to be a better version of you.
Plus, some people marry by recommendation.
Yeah.
If you as a single person are waiting, Lord, I send my husband, send my Boaz, send my Ruth, and you haven't been found yet. Sometimes people say, oh, I'm looking for a wife. God will just help me find a wife. A friend that's already married or, in a relationship will say, oh, I know someone. There's a good sister. I think she would even fit you. Oh, yes. Or there's a good brother. I think the two of you look like you may just start it out. I literally know 2 people that have married by recommendation. 3 people that have married by recommendation. 2 of them this year. 1 of them today. Married.
Yeah.
By recommendation.
The wedding today.
Wedding now.
I was in Nigeria recently. The flight I was on.
Yeah.
I met one of my pastor friends. He was we met at Heathrow.
Yeah.
As we were about to board the flight to discover that we were on the same flight. I said, oh, you're going to Nigeria? I said, yes, that. What are you going for? He was going for a wedding.
Imagine.
And there was this wedding. A young man in Nigeria, he's known for many years from his, I think, after uni days.
Yeah. Imagine.
And he stayed in the ministry. Then he's now based here. So it's known this guy, I think, even before he married.
Wow.
He's married, he has grown up children, his children have graduated from uni. Then a lady here who is looking for husband as well. So somehow the guy told the wife of this pastor, oh, be praying for me. Oh, I'm looking for a wife. The lady here, oh, mommy, please be praying for me. I'm looking for a husband. So the pastors, she now felt, okay, this one is looking for husband, this one is looking for wife. I'd be praying for you. It's okay. I'm not saying the 2 of you should marry, but you say I should be praying for you and looking for you. I will introduce the 2 of you. You both talk
say how
things go. If things work for you, the wedding has happened.
Exactly.
The wedding happened 2 Saturdays ago.
Wow.
But that was by recommendation. They did not know each other at all. But
if the character was bad,
if one of them, the character was bad, because the pastor, while we're going to board the flight, he was telling me, how nice the character of the brother, this, that, the sister as well. But if he had anything to say, no, I don't want to recommend this, because tomorrow they will say that I was the one that introduced. How did you meet this person? Oh, I didn't know them before. It was my pastor's wife. I told to pray for me that I'm looking for this, and then recommended it. So I thought they really knew the person before they recommended them to me. They must have known them.
Yeah.
Do you understand
it's
that?
True.
Yeah.
It's very true.
So I think you work on your character to be a better version of you.
Yeah.
You are not doing it to make somebody love you.
Exactly.
No, it's true now. Because tomorrow you'll say, hey, it was my pastor, or it was my pastor's wife.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Don't go to that church. That's how they recommended people.
They recommended you don't know that the person, I was only trying to help. You say you are looking for, you have not found of all the money. So I said, okay, there's this person, they're also looking for two of you to. I didn't say marry.
Yeah.
I did not say you should marry. So don't go and say that I recommended sister for you to marry. I did not say marry. I say you can talk to this person. If the two of you, no, but it can create problems.
Exactly.
Problem.
It has to be very clear that it's just talk.
Yeah.
I said
then tomorrow, now see family will now gather saying, it's part, as you know, it's not just prayer. I'm supposed to pray. Why would you recommend somebody? At least you should know that this is not a good person. Look at what is happening. Like, it's a problem.
It's a big problem.
Yeah. So
yeah. So going back to the thing where you're talking about, they should find out what they love about them, or what they something that you can find out from them.
Yeah.
Another big issue, if you like, with people not being genuine and you being overly open and overly, showing the love too much, is if they say, let's say, for example, a man is not into a woman, but he's into her for a specific gain that he can get. Then he now, he's playing along with the whole, thing. And then he now says to her, oh, what are you looking for in a guy? Yeah. Then she now paints a picture to him.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a guy that's this, a guy that's that, a guy that's this, a guy that's that, a guy that's this. He's like a notebook.
He's clocked it all.
He's clocked everything, how he's going to fit in to her needs so that he can lock himself into her and get whatever he wants from her. And it happens a lot.
It does.
It happens a lot.
It's now one prayer point we had on and Zion Prevail.
Yeah.
The lady in the US that she got into a relationship with a man in Nigeria, to the point that this lady she was made to travel to Nigeria.
Yeah.
Did wedding. The person who was there as the sister of the man was actually
his wife.
The whole family played the game until she carried the man to the US. Did she take
carried the man to the US? Carried his child.
Yeah, the man's child. Yeah,
is it one child? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they got there. The man got his green card.
His sister. He should bring his sister.
Yes, he had to take. I think she had to take a loan with the plan. Okay, let's just do that so that he would get there. And then they would work together, pay it off, be together. The man gets there and all of that. Before you know it, the man moves and leaves her with this load of debts.
Exactly.
To pay
hundreds of thousands.
Yes, she can't even understand what this woman. She went to the place, and the relation. This person is supposedly a pastor.
Oh yeah,
the man. Yeah, the man supposedly a pastor.
People just use pastor like it's anything. How can you be saying you're a pastor and you're doing that?
And the whole family. As you went there, they went to church. Everybody. So it was like a family game. Scam. So I think, like you said, when you drop a list for somebody, anybody, we watch movies. Exactly. The people that act those movies, they are human beings. They're not necessarily that thing. But when you see them, it's like they fit it. So anybody can act a script.
A believable script.
Yeah. Anybody can act a script that will put you in a position to believe. To believe them. So I think that we should naturally, everyone should, improve yourself. Use the messages you are hearing. Use the counsel, godly counsel, to improve and change yourself and be a good version of yourself. You are not doing it to make somebody love you. Then when you then meet somebody who loves you, they can love you for who you are, not your wahala self or your problem self, for being And then you know that this is a genuine love. You can look at it and ask yourself, do they love me?
Yeah.
I know that I love them.
Yeah.
But do they truly love me?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Or don't go and settle for, well, I'm not sure whether they love me, but the way I love them, I just want to be there. You will cry.
Yeah.
You will cry later.
Yeah.
You will cry later, and you will not be a small cry.
Exactly.
So is you asking yourself, improve yourself, be a better version of yourself. Then when you meet somebody, you can know that, okay, he loves me or she loves me. And is ready, this person is ready to build life with me. Yeah. And not just that I love them and, I know he doesn't treat me right sometimes. I know that she can be sometimes funny and cold, but it's okay. We will get there. Yeah. We will get there.
Once we marry, everything will work out. Yeah. Once we marry.
You're not getting there anywhere. You're not.
It's true.
That person can end up setting you up. Oh. And we've seen cases where people have set people up and destroyed them completely.
Exactly.
Destroy them completely. And you are thinking you look like a drama.
A movie. Yeah. A movie. The thing is, some people have hidden agendas. So you have to be, you have to pray. You have to pray. You can't go into things blindly.
Yeah.
Look at Abraham's servant. Yeah, he had the mandate of go and find a wife for my son from my kindred in so place. He goes. He knows what he's meant to do. So go and find a godly husband. Go and find a godly wife. You know what you're meant to do. But the exact person, you need another prayer. It's not just I know that you should be in the house of God. You need another exact prayer.
The house of God is not church. The kind of people that are in church. The church, the fact that somebody is in church does not make them a saint. The church is like a hospital.
Yeah.
So there are, yes, no, it's true. Yeah. There are a lot of sick people in the church.
Yeah.
So when you say, oh, but I met him in church, it's not that. It's good to meet in
the
church.
Waiting room in the hospital, accident and emergency.
Yes. So because when you look at hospital, there are different kind of people there.
Yeah.
There are those who are sick.
Yeah.
There are heart patients. Yeah, because sometimes when you go to hospital, when you see the heart patient, you think they came to visit somebody in the hospital. Yeah. But they are sick. That's why they came. They are heart patient. So don't conclude that, okay, hey, in the hospital now, I didn't see them lying down on the hospital bed. They are still patient. Then there are those who came to visit people. There are those who are there to treat them. Some who are walking past, you are nurses, some are doctors. So it's not because you met the person in the hospital. You have to know, is it a patient?
What type of
this person I have met in the hospital, I've met in the church.
Yeah.
Are they a patient?
Yeah.
Are they an inpatient or outpatient? Or are they a doctor or a nurse or a healthy person who came to meet somebody there? Yeah. So you can't just say because you met them in church.
Are they on permanent treatment?
Exactly. Medication that they will not come out of.
So no, it's very important.
It's important.
So you have to be specific. You have to
do that
specific prayer.
It's your life.
Yeah.
And honestly, nobody wants a problem life.
Exactly.
Nobody wants a problem life. And as somebody said there, not all patients respond to treatment. So some are even it's true. They are getting treatment. They are hearing message. Some people, they have treated and treated. Not all patients respond to treatment.
Okay, worse even.
Exactly.
It's true.
So it's just what it is. So at the end of the day, you should know that not all, I agree with 100%. Not all patients respond to treatment.
Yeah.
So you have to then, because everybody, I want a happy life.
Exactly.
You want a happy life.
That's right.
Every one of us, we want a peaceful, happy life.
Peaceful.
You can you imagine you just go and end up with somebody who becomes a torment? to your life.
Because we said at the same time.
Yeah.
Literal torment.
It just becomes a torment to your life. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that? It's okay, well, this is that, I'll divorce. Divorce itself is not easy.
It's not easy.
It's
How
not
do you
easy.
start explaining to people the reason why? How do you now even get yourself to feel comfortable and confident in yourself again? Because somehow you lose a spark. It's not like to say it's an evil and it's wrong, but God said He doesn't like it.
Divorce is not easy. Divorce is the self. It's like, well, if it doesn't work, just divorce. It's not easy. The psychological effect of divorce,
The impact,
the baggages that follows it. Even when you now have, let's say you have a child in that relationship you are divorced from. There's a baggage there. Also. Do you understand? Anybody now that you want to meet want to know why your first relationship did not work. You are telling them story, but they are second guessing you as well because everybody tells a story to suit themselves. So how are they sure? By the time you now end up in the second marriage, if they are maltreating you, you will be feeling constrained to stay because I've already come out of one. If I get out of this one, they will say, that I am the problem. So it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not an easy.
You have your guard up and everything. It's not easy.
It's not easy. So one has to be very cautious of it. I think that the bottom line is God will bring somebody your way that will love you. Not because you are trying to make them love you. And you also open your heart. Open your heart.
And your spirit.
Yes, and your spirit to when God brings somebody who loves you. And not just necessarily the ones that you love and you are chasing, but they don't love you. It is a problem.
I think the thing that gets me baffled is the good guys, that we've already identified. Men are scarce. Good men, are scarce. Responsible men. I said, how do we deal with this matter? But anyway, that's for another day in 2023. Good men are somehow scarce. Responsible men are somehow scarce. But when a good, responsible man now is in pursuit or is making his interest known to another sister who's also quite good, but her eyes are somehow I don't understand what's wrong with her eyes.
No,
she doesn't see this person as a good person, marriageable. Instead, she's going for one stupid person that does not. If everybody can see that it does nothing in this guy. This guy is just a playboy. He's into just good times.
Like
good times.
Yes, like
good times guy. Why would you be going for a good times guy when a responsible man that wants to settle and is ready to do anything and everything with you as a wife to settle, you're not interested? You want to go for good times. Good times. How much good times can you have with a good times person anyway? You can't. Because the day that he now finishes the good times with you, because it's like this egg timer. The good times will be going down. The sand. It will be going down. All the good times is going down with you. By the time the good times has finished with you, he's looking for the next person for the good times. Because those kind of guys, they don't last. They don't stay. They're not stable. You cannot build a home with such a person. So why are you now focusing on somebody that is a good times guy that's not even interested in you and sacrificing that a good responsible man for that useless relationship? That's the thing that baffles me. I see it too much. It doesn't make sense in all logic. Gone. I don't understand it.
It's we've got some comments here. Because it said it's a good girls like bad boys. Why?
Exactly. What are you liking in that guy?
Chibo says, Sister Chioma, I can tell it really baffles you. The way you said they go for stupid guys. No, but it's honestly, it does happen. It does happen. And especially when and it's painful because it's very painful because you see some responsible brothers, guys, going for some good girls.
Yeah.
And they don't want to, where they have their eyes is some bad guys. And you're thinking, you're asking yourself, what is it that she's seeing in that person?
What is that?
Because you can't see anything.
Yeah.
You can't see anything. And this responsible, good guy that you can tell that these two people together would have a great future.
And he has the character and the stability for a marriage to work and last.
Yeah, I think sometimes too, it may be down to, those who are unmarried, don't understand what marriage is.
Okay.
I think sometimes it's that, because
that's another topic now.
Yes.
What is marriage?
Yes, there are people, anybody who is married, any woman who is married, and any man who is married, when you listen to them talk to unmarried people, they will tell you that marriage is not what you think marriage is. Marriage is not Instagram picture. It's not Instagram picture. That's not marriage. It's not party. It's not how well we look together in the photo.
Exactly.
No.
Selfie.
It's not a selfie thing. Marriage is way beyond that. But sometimes those who are not married don't understand that. Their interpretation of marriage is the picture, the photo. Do you understand? So I think sometimes that draws them to, the wrong thing.
The wrong person.
Because what they think it is, it's not what it is.
Exactly.
And if you don't have the right picture of what a thing is, it's like, for example, you want to make a pot of red stew, but you don't even know what stew is. The ingredients you are going to get will be completely wrong. Isn't it? Yeah. You want to make curry soup, but you don't know what it is. You just heard the name curry soup.
What is the Indian people stuff?
Yeah.
Curry stew. Is it soup?
Well, there's curry soup that not the Indian one, the curry soup that, like, you have sweet corn soup.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and you don't know what it is. The ingredients you are going to get is wrong. So I think sometimes some people's perception or mindset of what a thing is, and it applies to everything, even ministry. There are people who want to go into ministry. What they think ministry is, it's not what ministry is. It takes somebody who is in ministry to be able to tell you, this is what ministry. So they are outside it. They want to go into ministry. Oh, just do this, do this, do it. It's when you now get inside it, cover that. That's not what it is. Or you are going to be a pastor's wife. You think that being the pastor's wife is just a first lady, they're carrying your bag. You think that's this pastor's wife behind you. You don't know what it is until you are inside. So sometimes people make such a mistake. That's why godly counsel, the Bible says, in the multitude of counselors, there's safety. So that's really what I think it is.
I'm just wondering now, is it, like Samson, why did you go for this wife? Because it pleases me well.
Yeah.
Is it a thing where we're not, like you said, getting that counsel, or even some people are not willing or ready to give the counsel? Is somebody is now approaching marriageable age.
Yeah.
Come. Or not even that you're so direct, but it's come to my house. I want to show you some things, or I want you to help me with some things. And in the midst of whatever you brought into your house for, you're dropping nuggets, or you're even specifically talking, because some people don't get nuggets.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So is it those things are missing? Are those things lacking?
They may be missing or lacking, but the bottom line. Recently, I was speaking. Yes, recently I was speaking to a lady.
Yeah,
and I said to her, I said to her, look, if you want to really get the truth, about somebody, let's say you meet a guy, and you want the people around you, whether it's your pastor, myself as your pastor, your friends, to tell you the truth of what they see in that person. Yeah. I say expose that person to them before you become emotionally attached. Because the truth is, once your emotions are already deep into a relationship with somebody, the people around you, for them to tell you the truth is difficult. That is the truth. Because they, in their own way, they'll also be thinking to themselves, if they tell you the truth, you may not believe it. You may not accept it. Instead, it is their relationship with you that will break. You will go and tell that person, oh, can you imagine what this person was telling me and all that? So people also, some people think that it's easy for those who give counsel. It's not. Sometimes they don't want to tell you because of, they can see you already head deep in it. So, for them to give you a no or this, they feel, oh, the Lord will help you. We'll be praying for you. The Lord will help you. We'll be praying for you. Oh, don't worry. It may not be easy, but you'll come through it.
Well, I think we then need to be more brave, If we're seeing somebody going into a relationship that is not, we just need to be brave. Maybe ask them, do you want me to tell you the truth, what I really think?
Yeah.
Then if they say yes, I don't know if they say no, what you now do, but at least if they say yes, because usually they will say yes.
They will say yes. They wouldn't say no, but they can be emotions won't allow them.
Crying
well, it's to them. Yeah, but I mean, we should tell them the truth regardless. Anyway, our time is gone. We have to wrap up. You want to give some final statements?
Oh, what can we say? You guys have been amazing. The comments have been coming thick and fast.
Yeah, we haven't read so many comments today.
You guys
We're really sorry about that.
Really great. The topic, as you know, is a deep one and is a very sensitive one that needs discussing, because these things are matters of the heart. And as your heart is involved, everything about your life is also involved. So it's important for us to make sure that we end up with the right person, somebody that genuinely loves us and loves us as well as we love them. Also give some people a try, because you're so much fixated on, I didn't feel a spark, I didn't feel a this, I didn't feel a that. Guess what? Not everybody feels that. All the married people that you know and admire, not all of them felt that
at the beginning.
When I met my husband, I somehow it's like, firstly, I was not into many things that my husband was into. So I just thought, there's no way of this even being explored. There's something about him, but I'm not ready to explore that. Let me leave that, but God has a way that if this person is meant for you, he will find a way to make it work. But you have to be open and willing for God to be directing you. You can't be so stubborn, like you said, like Balaam, before a donkey will now start talking to you. If you now say, oh, I was pursuing this girl, but then a dog on the street started talking to me and saying, what are you pursuing her for? She doesn't like you. People will be saying, oh my God, this guy's crazy. We need to take him to be sectioned, But that's what happened to Balaam. So you have to be able to be willing to hear what God is saying, because this is your life. Your life is important. So since your life is important, you humble yourself, get on your knees and pray so that God can direct you and direct you well, because God cannot direct you to mistake.
Well, I want to say a big thank you to all of you who have, continued to be part of these conversations. Our joy is that the conversations are helping lives and people have been blessed. Marriages have improved. People have had directions in, what to do and in settling down and knowing just how to approach things. We've looked at, variety of topics over the months of this year, and we hope that they have been helpful. We want to appreciate all of you and thank you. So, we learn each day.
Yeah.
And increase in wisdom. God bless you. Thank you for joining us again this evening. And we have to get Pastor Manuela back. Pastor Manuela.
Yes.
I hope you're still online.
Yes,
On for you guys to finish that topic.
That's right.
We love Pastor Manuela, wonderful, wonderful woman, and we love her husband as well. Great man of God, Reverend George. They are great friends of ours. They're like family to us now.
Amen.
Thank God for them. God bless you all for being with us today.
Yeah. And just to say, you can hear more of myself, Pastor Manuela, and so many other anointed women of God tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. for the equipping. I will share the details on the stream. It's something that you have to, it's free, obviously. It's a web conference, it's online, 6:30 p.m. that's UK time, and we work it out in your area. So that will be 7:30 p.m. Nigeria and so forth. So I will share the link so that you'll be able to connect and be able to join and be able to be blessed also. So I'll share that now before we.
Yeah. Okay, so that's happening tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, great. All right, people. So join us tomorrow morning for our Anzam Privé program, 6 a.m. in the morning. God keeps doing great things and great testimonies. Remember that we have our fasting and prayer program from next week. And if you have not already downloaded the prayer booklet, then please do that. The link we've been sharing daily in the comment section, you can download it. Remember that we'll be praying online. So it's our corporate prayers is online, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. from Tuesday the 27th next week to Friday the 30th. And then, of course, 31st is the crossover service. The Lord bless you all. His grace be upon you. We love you guys, and Merry Christmas to all of you. And the year 2023 is going to be a great, great year.
Amen.
God will be doing amazing things. Thank you. And this is where we say
bye.